At least 10 died, 25 injured as a two-passenger train collided in Andhra Pradesh. At least 10 people died and 25 were injured when a passenger train traveling from Visakhapatnam to Raigad derailed after colliding with the Visakhapatnam Palasa passenger train near Kotswalsa railway station in Vijayanagaram district of Andhra Pradesh around 7 pm on Sunday. This was the third rail accident since June 2 when the Coromandel Express crashed into a stationary freight train in Odisha's Balasore, leading to the loss of 296 lives and 1200 suffered injuries. On October 11, 5 people died and 30 were injured when the Delhi Kamakhya Northeast Express derailed in Bihar's Buxar. Sunday's accident occurred when the Visakhapatnam Palasa train was switching from the main track to a side track. Simultaneously, the Visakhapatnam Raigad train travelling on the main track rear-ended the other train, leading to the derailment of the last three coaches upon impact and damaging two severely. Vijayanagaram SP Deepika Patil confirmed that at least 10 persons were killed and over 25 were seriously injured in the accident. 4 coaches of the Raigad passenger train were involved. However, East Coast Railway Volta Division Manager Saurabh Prasad said 3 coaches were involved in the accident. As the coaches were unreserved, the details of the deceased passengers remain unknown. Officials fear that the toll may increase as some passengers may still be trapped inside the mangled coaches. Locals from nearby village quickly initiated relief and rescue operations. They pulled out the trapped passengers and shifted the injured to hospitals. IED blast at Christian prayer meet in Kerala killed 2, injured 58. Off-duty cop critical after being shot while playing cricket in Srinagar. Off-duty Jammu and Kashmir Police Inspector Masoor Ahmad Wani suffered critical wounds when a lone terrorist fired at him at close range while he was playing cricket with friends at the Eidgah ground in downtown Srinagar on Sunday afternoon. Bullets hit Wani's abdomen, neck and an eye. He was rushed to the Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences where his condition remained precarious. Wani is the first off-duty cop to be attacked in the Kashmir zone this year. As many as 10 Jammu and Kashmir policemen were killed by terrorists in 2022, some of them in targeted strikes when they were on leave off-duty. Sources said 19 security personnel had died in terror attacks in the UT till September this year. Calm winds make city choke on its own emissions. Punjab fires stopped 1K. The city's air quality was within the very poor range on Sunday, with the pollution load increasing persistently through the day even as daily incidents of subtle burning in Punjab crossed 1,000 for the first time this season, according to remote sensing data. Crops fire were also reported from districts which the Punjab government had vowed to make burning free. However, local pollution sources had the lion's share in the Delhi's AQI, and experts attributed him to calm winds preventing dispersal of emissions while allowing minimum intrusions from other states. On Sunday, the air quality index on a scale of 0 to 500 was 325 as against 304 a day earlier. While data for some major hotspots such as Anand Vihar was unavailable, AQI in areas like Mundka, Joharnagar and Jahangirpuri oscillated between very poor to severe through the day. Record Asiad Hall. Para-athletics who missed out lament gaps in training and support. Milliseconds is a long time in athletics. Ask Preeti Pal. For the Meerut girl, it represents the wide gulf between joy and dejection, recognition and oblivion, a place in the spotlight and a face in the background. As India won a record 111 medals at the Asian Para Games in China, Preeti 23 missed out by whisker resolve almost took her to a medal in both the 100 and 200-meter races at Hangzhou. In the 100-meter sprint, he lost out on the medal by 0.14 seconds and in the 200-meter by 0.25 seconds. Preeti wishes she had training to make up those milliseconds. Pals says coach is the story of many para-athletes who with the right training and guidance can give India a much richer medal haul. For Preeti was a big diagnosed with cerebral palsy when she was young. It was impossible to travel regularly to Delhi's Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium from Meerut. A synthetic track, coaches and the right environment. The stadium has everything a sports person needs, but it also to only one to be kind in the reason. 6x6 defending 229, India crushes England by 100 runs. Mohammad Shami 4 and Virat Kohli celebrate the fall of Moeen Ali's wicket. India demolished England on Sunday to win the 6th straight match and remain the only unbeaten side in the cup. After posting a modest 229 on the back of 87 by skipper Rohit, India bundled out England for 129 with fiery spells by Jasprit Bumrah and Shami. Matthew Perry, star of TV series Friends, dies at 54. Actor Matthew Perry, beloved star of the top-rated 90s US television sitcom Friends as the wisecracking Chandler Bing, died on Saturday after apparently drowning in a hot tub. He was 54. The Los Angeles Times and Time TMZ citing law enforcement sources reported that the American-Canadian performer was found dead in a jacuzzi at his home. Perry had battled addiction and serious health problems for years, but the sudden death of a man who delivered laughter and light-hearted banter into millions of homes was a gut punch for those who knew him. Matthew was an incredibly gifted actor and an indelible part of Warner Bros. TV Group family, the company said. India to become $30 ton economy by 47, Niti draft vision document. India is estimated to be not trillion. India is estimated to be $30 trillion developed economy by 2047. Preliminary results from the center's vision document, which is being prepared, have shown. Niti Aayog CEO BVR Subramaniam said on Sunday, the Vision India 2047 document is likely to be released by PM Modi in the next 3 months. The estimates will go through some fine tuning before the draft vision document is ready by December. India is currently estimated to be 5th largest economy with a GDP of $3.7 trillion. Several estimates show that India's GDP is expected to overtake Japan and Germany by 2030. Ban BS 3-4 diesel buses in Haryana, UP and Rajasthan to curb pollution. Rai. Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai on Sunday visited ISBT Kashmiri Gate and blamed vehicles, particularly because of the vehicles from neighbouring states, for the rising pollution in North Delhi. Standing next to an Uttar Pradesh roadways bus, Rai alleged that such BS3 diesel buses were to blame for the pollution in Delhi NCR. 4 days ago, Minister Atishi had claimed that there was no scientific data available on pollution source apportionment. The Commission for Air Quality Management has recently said that from November 1 onwards, only CNG, electric and BS6 buses can enter Delhi from neighbouring states. During his inspection, Rai spoke to some drivers from other states. The drivers' buses coming from NCR states are being made aware of the new circular on the ban of BS3 and BS4 diesel buses in NCR region, he said, urging the centre to implement a complete ban on BS3 and BS4 buses in NCR areas of Haryana, UP and Rajasthan. Rai said that from November 1, checks will be done by the Transport Department at all entry points, adding that action will be taken against any bus which does not follow the rules. All buses in Delhi are running on CNG. More than 800 electric buses are also running in Delhi. However, due to BS3 and BS4 diesel buses in UP, Haryana, Rajasthan, pollution is increasing in Delhi. During the inspection at ISBT, we found out that all the buses that have come here from UP and Haryana are BS3 and BS4 buses. None of the buses is electric or CNG. That is why we demand that the centre implement a complete ban on BS3 and BS4 buses in NCR, Rai said. Delhi running out of space to park impounded vehicles. The enforcement action against vehicles violating rules in Delhi is getting affected as the pits owned by the Transport Department are crammed with little space left to park more impounded vehicles. The department has 3 pits where impounded vehicles are kept in Burari, Sarai Kale Khan and Dwarka. Department sources said that the overcrowded pits were hampering action against e-rickshaws, many of which are unregistered and do not have number plates. When Times of India visited the impounding pit at Sarai Kale Khan recently, there was hardly any space left for more vehicles to be kept. There were 3 rows on both sides with bikes, autos and e-rickshaws. There was just enough space for a person to walk. There were some buses and lorries too. Most of the impounded vehicles were e-rickshaws, followed by motorbikes and autos. A staff member present at the site said, "We keep auctioning vehicles about every 3 months, still the space is not enough." The case increases during winter as the department mandate is also to catch overloaded vehicles. A senior official said every day around 50 to 60 vehicles are impounded in Delhi and the challan for transport related violations is higher than traffic. Many vehicle owners who do not have the paper do not take their vehicles for months, while the traffic department acts against red light violations and safety violations. The transport department enforces pollution control rules like valid PUC and overloaded vehicles. How MCD is planning to avert a sanitation crisis in Central Zone. For an immediate solution to the sanitation crisis in the Central Zone, the Municipal Corporation of Delhi has decided to give an extension to the services of the existing agency to lift, collect and transport door-to-door garbage, construction and demolition waste, silt and green waste for 1 year starting from November 19. There are a total of 12 zones under the civic body. A proposal seeking approval for extension of the contract will be placed at the House meeting on Tuesday. The project will cost the MCD rupees 90 crore. Officials said that the previous extension got over on November 18 and hiring a new agency would not be possible since the project would need approval from a standing committee which has not been formed yet. We took legal advice and giving an extension for another year at the old rate was the only way to resolve the problem. However, the contractors' consensus to work at the existing rates is required before going ahead with the project, formally said the official. CBI raids police station in South Delhi, arrest cop in bribery case. Central Bureau of Investigation on Saturday arrested a cop on bribery charges after raiding a South Delhi police station. This is the second such raid in the area in the last 3 months, the earlier one being at Hoj Khas police station in July. The CBI has registered a case against a head constable posted at police station Maidan Gadi, New Delhi on a complaint It was alleged that the accused has demanded bribe of rupees 20,000 for not causing any hindrance in construction on the plot of the complainant's daughter, an agency spokesman said in a statement. The agency laid a trap and caught the accused while demanding and accepting the bribe. The spokesperson said the raid was conducted around 6:30 p.m. by the team of CBI's Anti-Corruption Bureau unit comprising Inspector A.K. Singh. This year, CBI has booked at least a dozen policemen on bribery charges, raising serious questions on the supervision at the district level and above. Beside the functioning of Delhi Police Vigilance Unit, Police Commissioner Sanjay Arora is learned to have asked special commissioners and DCPs to have zero tolerance for corruption. In March, an inspector and two others were arrested in a raid at GTB Enclave Police Station. After back-to-back blasts in Kerala, Delhi cops on alert. Delhi and Mumbai have been put on high alert following back-to-back blasts at a prayer meeting at the Jehovah's Witness in a convention center in Kerala's Kalamassery on Sunday morning. Delhi police said security has been stepped out in crowded areas and also in areas with the presence of Jewish people. Officials said that anti-terror unit special cell and working in close communication with intelligence agencies, and all inputs were being taken seriously. The IED blast came a day after former Hamas chief Khalid Mishal's virtual address at a pro-Palestine rally in Malappuram, Kerala. In the wake of Mishal's virtual speech, area around the Israel embassy and those with Jewish establishment in Delhi in particular have been placed on alert, a senior police officer said on Sunday. Case registered over online sale of obscene picture of goddess. New scheme to offer free equipment to the disabled. The Delhi government will soon provide free equipment to people with disabilities under the Sugamya Sahayak Yojana, a senior social welfare department official said. The Society Welfare Department has made a list of 20 types of equipment used by persons with disabilities. These included motorized tricycles, smart sticks, folding active wheelchairs, artificial limbs, walking sticks, hearing aid, crutches, walkers and rollers, and shorthand machines. An agreement has been finalized with the Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India for purchase of equipment for which a budget of over 10 crore has been kept. The government will distribute these by holding camps, the Social Welfare Department official added. The camps will be held in each administrative district of Delhi. The scheme, announced by the Delhi government in April, will be kicked off on the ground in November. Going red, key buildings lit up to dyslexia awareness. Rashtrapati Bhavan North and South Block, several historical monuments and government buildings were illuminated in red on Sunday evening to spread awareness on dyslexia. October is marked as an International Dyslexia Awareness Month, when high-impact events and advocacy drives are organized under the theme called Go Red. The aim is to remove stigma associated with dyslexia and other learning disabilities and discrimination and raise awareness. This year, UNESCO MGIEP and its partner Changing Foundation, a non-profit, sought the support of the government in the campaign. A Walk for Dyslexia event was also co-organized by the Changing Foundation, UNESCO MGEIP, Orchids Foundation and Soch Foundation on Saturday on Kartavya Path. It was flagged off by Rajesh Agarwal, Secretary of Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, and Sanjay Kumar, Secretary of the Department of School Education and Literacy. The walk attracted over 300 people. According to global estimates, dyslexia affects only 1 in every 5 people globally, while official numbers are unavailable in India. This translates to over 20 million people, including 35 million students living with a learning disability. However, only 1 in 20 get identified. Medicos turn up in thousands to highlight their key concerns. Thousands of medical practitioners unified under the Delhi Medical Association convened a protest march from Maulana Azad Medical College to Shahidi Park on Sunday morning. They implored the government to address several long-standing concerns with a primary emphasis on the issue of violence against healthcare professionals. The rally, led by Ashwini Dalmia, president of DMA, and other officials, shed light on issues such as house tax adjustments, poor working conditions, and cadre management. The medical community besieged the government for security and preservation of their professional dignity. The doctor staged a sit-in on the road for over an hour. Notably, more than 100 ambulances joined the rally. The march witnessed participation from various branches of DMA, representatives from nursing homes, members of the Indian Dental Association, and Resident Doctors Association from hospitals in the capital. The demonstration culminated at Shahidi Park over ITO as barricades obstructed the procession towards Rajghat. Despite the existence of Delhi Medicare Service Personnel and Medicare Service Institution Act, there are repeated instances of violence against healthcare workers every day with no concrete steps being taken by the authorities. This situation has bred an atmosphere of fear and frustration among doctors, Dalmia added. India aims to deploy Desi Iron Dome by 28-29. India plans to operationally deploy by 2028-29 its own long-range air defense system, which can detect and destroy incoming stealth fighters, aircraft, drones, cruise missiles, and precision-guided munitions at ranges up to 350 km. The interception capabilities of the indigenous long-range surface-to-air missile system being developed by DRDO under the ambitious Project Kush will be comparable to the formidable Russian S-400 Triumph air defense system recently inducted by the AIF, sources told Times of India on Sunday. After the Cabinet Committee on Security in May 2022 cleared development of the LRSAM system as a missile on mode project, the Defense Ministry last month accorded the acceptance of necessity for procurement of 5 of its squadrons for the IAF at a cost of rupees 20,000 crore rupees. The mobile LRSAM with the long-range surveillance and fire control radars will have different types of interceptor missiles designed to hit hostile targets at 150 km, 250 and 350 km ranges. It will be capable of reliable air-to-air defense with single shot kill probability of not less than 80% for single missile launch and not less than 90% for salvo launch, a source said. With US planes lost in World War II, Arunachal travels back in time. A piece of scattered history about a monument aerial feat will get a permanent address on the Hump World War II museum that Arunachal Pradesh is preparing to unveil. The East Siang district's Pasaighat, the oldest town of the state. The extraordinary museum is set to house the recovered remnants of the US aircraft that meet their fate in the eastern Himalayas while valiantly flying supplies to the Chinese resistance fighting the Japanese during World War II. Chaos in Gaza amid fears Israel to target hospitals. Israeli warplanes carried out airstrikes early Sunday near Gaza's largest hospital, which is packed with patients and tens of thousands of Palestinians seeking shelter, residents said. Israel had said Gaza's militant Hamas ruler have a command post under the hospital. The strikes came a day after Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu announced a second stage in Israel's own war on Hamas, 3 weeks after a brutal Hamas incursion into Israel on October 7. Residents said that the latest airstrikes destroyed most of the roads leading to Shifa Hospital in Gaza City in the northern part of the besieged territory. Israel says most residents have needed its order to flee to south, but hundreds of thousands remain in the north in part because Israel has also bombarded targets in so-called safe zones. Tens of thousands are sheltering in Shifa, which is also packed with wounded patients. Reaching the hospital has become increasingly difficult. The Israeli military had no immediate comment when asked about reports of strikes near Shifa. The army recently released computer-generated images showing what it said were Hamas installations in and around Shifa Hospital, as well as interrogations of captured Hamas fighters who might have been speaking under duress. Israel made what similar claims after but not substantiated them. Hamas government dismissed the allegation as lies and said they were a precursor for striking this facility. The Palestinian Red Crescent Rescue Service said another Gaza City hospital received 2 calls from Israeli authorities on Sunday ordering it to evacuate. It said airstrikes have hit a close as 50 meters from the Al Quds hospital where 12,000 people are sheltering. Rifts on display. Bibi blames security chiefs for Intel failure. Late apologies. The rifts and disarray among Israel's top leaders erupted into the open Sunday when PM Benjamin Netanyahu appeared to blame the military and security establishment for the failure that led to the surprise Hamas assault October 7, even as Israeli forces were bombarding their ground war in Gaza. The comments by Netanyahu on X prompted a furious response, including from within his own war cabinet. The post was deleted and the Israeli leader apologized in a new post saying, "I was wrong." Among the first to call out Netanyahu's comment was Benny Gantz, a centrist former defense minister and military chief who, for the sake of national unity, left the ranks for the parliamentary opposition to join Netanyahu's emergency war cabinet in the days after October 7 massacre. Although senior officials, including military and security chiefs and the defense minister, have accepted some responsibility for Israel being caught so off guard, Netanyahu has declined to do so. Jio won't raise tariff as telcos plan price hike, signaling an aggressive competitive position in the telecom industry. Reliance Jio has said that it will not raise consumer tariffs even on 5G. The company will continue with its position of affordable accessibility to target over 240 million Airtel, Vodafone Idea and BSNL MTNL subscribers who still use 2G networks. Matthew Oman, president of Jio, said that the company does not intend to raise tariffs dramatically but will rather focus on consumer acquisitions as people migrate to internet-heavy data plans. This is the vision of Reliance Industries chairman Mukesh Ambani and Jio chairman Akash Ambani too. As an industry, we owe this to get inclusiveness. More than 200 million plus mobile consumers still do not have the right experience with 2G, and the onus is on the industry to give them digital empowerment. The only way to make 2G mukt industry is by offering affordable accessibility, Oman has said, adding, "Let all Indians have access to data. We want deprive them of that. We want to deliver superior customer experience for all Indians. Bengaluru's Unnati to be first to list on social bows. SBI ropes in Dhoni as brand ambassador. The SBI has taken on board cricketing legend Mahendra Singh Dhoni as the bank's official brand ambassador. As brand ambassador, Dhoni will be pivotal in various marketing and promotional campaigns. His remarkable capacity to maintain composure in stressful situations and his renowned ability for clear thinking and rapid decision making under duress make him the ideal choice that resonates with SBI to connect with its customers and stakeholders across the country, said Dinesh Khara, chairman of SBI. Dhoni's association with SBI as a satisfied customer make him a perfect embodiment of our brand's ethos. With this partnership, we aim to reinforce our commitment of serving the nation and our customers with trust, integrity, and the unwavering dedication, added Khara. Yeah, it's India's invincible in Lucknow. Bowlers led by Shami Sehgal as man in blue crushing land by 100 runs. India's World Cup campaign officially gained invincibility status on Sunday. Poor England, down and out of their luck, they were seemingly having a good time until first Jasprit Bumrah and then Mohammad Shami, those two fiery, relentless, avenging angels of pace and fidge and seam and genius, turned the new white ball into a screaming, spherical weapon of mass destruction under lights. The pace duo efforts killed any ambitious Joss Butlers man may have nurtured about recruiting their doomed campaign. It also gave India their sixth consecutive victory. Clearly, this is not a team that believes in the law of averages. India won by 100 runs in 34 overs after putting up what at first looked at below par 229 batting first, chasing 230 on a challenging pitch where even some of India's best batters struggled. And with the dew coming in, England's experienced a false dawn. Siraj bowled too full and the boundaries flowed from the bat of David Malan. A score of 26 for no loss after 4 overs during a tricky chase can always soothe the nerves. To be fair, it was over before England could say boom boom in tune with the MC here at the Ekana Stadium.